said he liked the way I play my guitar. He was looking for a similar sound, trying to sell it to the suits in Midtown. And it might be nothing, but it might be something good. Spend 20 at the grocery store.
Gotta work with that one a little bit.
We're back, and it's day 4. Yes. First try today.
Pound puppy sitting over here. All right. Yeah. So today we boomerang back over to the bourbon / American whiskey side of things, and our whiskey today is interesting concoction, adaptation, interpretation, desolation, condemnation.
That sounds like a
In
song.
Temptation. Yeah. Little U2 song there. Clyde Mays 110 Special Reserve Alabama style whiskey.
Oh,
Well, it's not going to jump over here on its own.
yes, it is. Look at that. That was fast.
All right.
I was studying.
So this one here is 55 horsepower.
Ooh.
So a little high octane. Time to start hitching up your britches a little bit. Maybe, yeah, thanks, buddy. Putting on those big boy and girl pants a little bit. I must have overfilled some bottles on this one. We don't have much left at all. Ooh, a little bit out there. All right. So the unique thing with this whiskey, and why I thought I'd throw it in, we'll give it a shot. This guy, what was his name? Clyde Mays, I guess. Down in Alabama in the 1940s, would make his bourbon and then throw in apple slices, and to finish it, and thinking that made for an especially smooth whiskey. So even today, Clyde Mays finishes their whiskey with an apple essence. Yeah. But it's Alabama style, but it's distilled in Kentucky and bottled in Florida.
That's a lot of traveling.
Yeah. So
Moving around.
yeah, so the interesting thing with the whiskey world is there's a movement out there to be very transparent, because a lot of whiskeys are sourced here in the U.S. from MGP, which makes some fantastic whiskeys. A lot of the Irish whiskeys are sourced until they get their own stocks rolling, because you got to age stuff for many years. But I think, the more we get towards like what is it, put it on the label, tell us what's in the bottle, I think the more transparent they are, the better.
Yeah.
All right, get off my soapbox. So what do we got here is a 6 to 7 year old whiskey, like I said, distilled in Kentucky, don't know where, put into a number 4 charred barrel, and finished with an apple essence. So
Yeah.
I mean, it's got an interesting nose, very
It does.
candy,
yeah,
like
it
a
is.
candy apple.
And it does. You can smell that apple. Little, like a Honeycrisp.
Yeah, this one more than any of the other ones that we've done, I think I get that heavy butterscotch on the nose.
Yeah.
Like a light nutmeg.
Yeah. Little, or spice, some kind of spice. I get a cinnamon more than nutmeg.
I don't know if it's mental or not, but you can't. I pick up the apple and
Yeah.
I don't
See,
know.
I get cinnamon and like a little flower.
yeah, it's almost like
Floral.
an apple pie
Yeah.
bourbon of sorts.
Yep.
A little spiky
Yeah, it is. A little hot.
at that 55%.
And I get it's not green grass, but it's some earthy.
Yeah. So water. Whether you want to put water in your whiskey or not, totally up to you. I find a lot of times on high proof, high horsepower whiskeys, it's good to put a couple drops in there, see if it opens up, see what else you get from it. In your more complex whiskeys, it'll do it. if it's not a very complex whiskey, it's not going to change it much. Yeah, that really just tamped down the nose. I'm not. Maybe a little more brown sugar now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, just kind of rounded it off. I don't know that.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not as spiky as it was.
No, but it's definitely it tastes like spices that you would put in a pie for sure.
Yeah.
To me, like the cinnamon and nutmeg and.
Yeah. I think of all 4 whiskeys we've had, this definitely has the shortest finish, like the biggest, like just one note. Probably wouldn't go back for more type finish.
Yeah.
So, definitely not sponge worthy. Probably to the left of that, I would say. I mean, it's unique just from the apple side of it. Don't know, this was $45-50 a bottle here in New Hampshire. I don't know if I said earlier, but 6 to 7 year old whiskey. I don't know if it's one that I would buy again. It's unique. It's interesting. I think if you're mixing like an apple bourbon drink of some sort, probably a good base mix for it. But I think for the price, there's a lot better bourbons out there. Heck, I think Old Tub was better.
Yeah, it was a lot smoother. Not as hot to me. If we compare those two.
Yeah. All right. So shout out today, we're going to fling this one over to Uncle Tater, Brian, my brother Brian, who lived in Alabama for a number of years. I think he still holds Alabama near and dear to his heart, and primarily because he loves the Alabama Crimson Tide. I think he's got Nick Saban tattooed on his ass because he no, not the name, like a picture.
Yeah, I know. I know what you're talking about.
But it doesn't make sense because you can't really see it.
Well.
So, but Uncle Tater, I hope you enjoyed a little taste of Alabama. And I'm just waiting for my wife to get into the toast. Unless you had something else you wanted to say.
No, I'm ready. I wasn't sure if you were done or not.
Let us know what you guys think of this one. If it's
it's good.
It's not bad. I mean, I don't think we're gonna run into a bad whiskey.
Well, no, probably not.
It's more of just
what do you like versus what you don't. All right, so let's get on with the toast.
I just drank.
I know. All right. You ready?
Well,
all right.
A little bit better. Okay.
May your heart stay young. The whiskey be old.
Yeah, 6, 7 years.
The cork loose.
A lot of days my cork is loose.
Mine's always loose. And adventure is bold.
All right. We'll see you tomorrow.